We'll begin by looking at the issue of territorial extent. So we'll think about what regulations apply to whom in what circumstances. And in particular, we'll see that we have a very sort of British-centric version of these regulations. We'll see that obviously there are different versions of these particular rules set out in member states of the EU and so on. Then we'll move on to talk about perhaps the center of our discussions today, which is the definition of commercial agent. And essentially, we're going to see that this is an issue that has been argued about considerably. Unsurprisingly, principals would like to have a narrow interpretation of commercial agent, so lots of commercial agents would not benefit from the protections of these regulations. Unsurprisingly, commercial agents typically want that particular phrase to be interpreted broadly so that lots of commercial agents can benefit from the protection of these regulations. And we'll see that over the years there have been arguments about phrases like negotiate, sale of goods, and we'll also see that there are certain exclusions to that as well. So we'll spend a lot of time talking about that topic. Then we will talk about the duties of the parties, and obviously we would remember that at common law, in terms of an agency relationship, there are certain common law duties that both the agent and the principal have to comply with. What we will see, however, is in these regulations that we're focusing on, the duties imposed are somewhat more onerous. We'll also see that the rights of commercial agents under these regulations are considerably better than those available at common law, hence why commercial agents are keen to be protected by these regulations and why principals are keen for them not to be protected by these regulations. And finally, we'll look at a particularly controversial aspect of the rules, which is the concept of payment on termination, something that's not available at common law, but is available in certain circumstances under these regulations. We'll look at when that will occur, what sort of methodology is used, how it's calculated, and what wording you might consider using in your commercial contract, in your agency contract.